Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Batman Forever. And this movie sucked. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. And I don't even know where to start other than just going kind of chronologically, I guess. Val Kilmer in this movie was fine. As Bruce Wayne, as Batman, I didn't buy him at all. He had some really cheesy lines, and some of his line delivery was kind of bad. And I just didn't buy him as Batman. I really didn't. Tommy Lee Jones was hilariously bad in this movie. He was probably the most entertaining character in this movie. Not saying he was great. When he was first introduced, it was so funny. I was laughing so hard. And just the costumes of everyone is just bad. And you got like bat nipples on the bat suits for some reason. I don't know why. And the production of everything is terrible. Everything looks so cheap and almost like it's not even a student film. It's just bad. Like it's so cheap looking, and everything about it just looks like a mix between a student film and a live action cartoon, I guess. Nicole Kidman was fine. I didn't hate her character. I didn't particularly like her. She didn't have much to her character that I liked. But at the same time, she didn't annoy me like some characters did. Jim Carrey as the Riddler, I hated him in this movie. The introduction to his character, I was cringing the whole time, and as the movie goes along, it's just a big, gigantic cringe fest whenever he's on screen, and he's so irritating, and I absolutely hated his character. I just wanted him to die. I guess I'll talk about Robin. I've got nothing to say about Robin, other than, I guess, he's fine, I guess. I don't know. I just don't have anything to say about him, really. I don't hate Robin as a character. I'm not talking about in this movie, but in general, I just don't hate the character. He never comes across as annoying to me, just to be clear. But in this movie, he just doesn't fit very well. And there's a scene where he's just doing his laundry and just drying out his clothes, and he's just flipping around and hanging them up, and I'm thinking to myself, what was that? And they establish that he's a gymnast, but that's it. They don't really give him any character other than that, other than he has a chip on his shoulder for Harvey Dent because he killed his family. I'm going to talk about the music for a little bit. It was bad. I don't know why they abandoned the great Danny Elfman themes from the first two. They decided to make it its own thing. And there's this theme that they play that is abused to death in this movie. And when I say abused, it's like every scene that has Batman in it, they play this ba 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 da 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 da. And it's just pounded into your head until you get a headache. And I'm going to talk about the action scenes. The action scenes are not great. They're not fun to watch. They're stupid. And sometimes you can't even tell what's going on. And Batman has some of the most ridiculous gadgets. That's one of them is like when he puts his cape up and then he presses a button and that makes him somehow fireproof. I don't know how that works. And then he's driving his Batmobile and he gets the Batmobile to go up a building. Like, what is this? I don't think there's a single interesting character throughout this entire film. I really don't. Most of them are just annoying or fine. The only character that I kind of liked was Alfred. I always like Alfred in Batman movies, but he's not a character that you relate to, and there's just nothing to attach myself onto in this movie. The villain's plan for the movie suck up the knowledge of every human being that has this box on their TV and then absorb their knowledge and know things that you probably wouldn't want to someone else to know. How this works, I have no idea. And that's another thing. I was never intimidated by the villains of this movie. You got Two-Face and the Riddler. And they team up to defeat Batman, but I was never intimidated. I didn't feel as though any of the characters were in danger. And there was no tension throughout the entire film. And the only things that I enjoyed about this movie were just the really funny parts, when it wasn't even trying to be funny. I remember laughing at 2 jokes that were intentional, so that's kind of good, I guess. There were a couple of shots that I thought were okay, but aside from that, there's nothing else to this movie. This whole film feels so poorly thought out that it feels like everything was just done with one draft. And I have nothing else to say about this movie. It's bad, you shouldn't watch it. If you want to watch the Batman movies in this universe, I say just watch the first 2. These 2 are the ones you can watch. The rest of them, the other 2, just don't even bother. I haven't even seen Batman and Robin yet, but I can't imagine it's any better than this movie. This movie was kind of a chore to sit through. It wasn't completely boring. The first half was funny bad. The second half was pretty boring. But overall, I can't really recommend this movie. It's not good. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Batman Forever a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Batman Forever down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that's going to be for Spirited Away. This is the only Ghibli film that I've seen, and I'm excited to talk about it. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.